Hi boys and girls, I'm Miss Susan, and today I would like to talk to you about joy. What is joy? Well, joy is a feeling of happiness, being happy in your life. So not just having a smile on your face, but feeling true joy in your heart. What are some things that bring you joy? What are some things that bring you happiness? Well, Brother Michael mentioned in his sermon a joy meter. Well, today I have made a joy meter for you and for us to play with just a little bit. So let's look at our joy meter. All right, so our joy meter goes from 1 all the way to 10. So if you'll look at this picture above the 1, you'll notice that this is a really, really, really sad face. So if you're feeling really, really sad, then you would be at a 1. Well, if you are feeling kind of sad, but not totally sad, you might be at a 2 or a 3 or a 4. And then we get to 5. 5 is just feeling okay. It's not really sad, and it's not really happy or joyful. It's just okay. But then if I start to feel a little bit of joy, a little bit of happiness, I might be on a 6 or a 7 or an 8 or a 9, or if I'm really excited, really happy, really joyful, I might be at a 10. All right, so let's think of a few scenarios, a few things where we can rate ourselves on the joy meter. All right, so the first thing, what if I give you a bowl of ice cream? Okay, well, let's see. If you don't like ice cream, then your joy meter might be at a 2 or a 3. But if you're like Miss Susan and you love ice cream, then your joy meter might be at an 8 or a 9 for at least the time that you're eating the ice cream. Well, what about another scenario? What if your dog died? What if that dog that you love so, so very much died? Oh my, I think that we would probably be at a 1, don't you? What if you made the honor roll at school? All A's and B's. Wouldn't that be awesome? I think your joy meter and your parents' joy meter would be at an 8 or a 9, might even be a 10. That would be so cool. Or what if someone was being kind to you? Like they said thank you, and they smiled at you, or they held the door open for you. Or better yet, what if they complimented you on something that you had done? Oh, wow. The joy meter would probably be 8 or 9. Oh, that'd be so cool. Or what if you were sick? We've all been sick in our lives. Or think about the time, COVID-19. We've been dealing with COVID-19 since March. And do you remember when we were quarantined? And some of you have still experienced quarantine, and you've experienced people being sick from COVID-19. And when you were quarantined, you didn't get to see your friends. You didn't get to see your family. You didn't get to go to church. You didn't get to go to school. You didn't get to go to birthday parties. Oh, how did that make you feel? Well, you know what? I know Miss Susan felt like a number 1 or a number 2 on the joy meter because COVID-19 has made me very sad. Oh, and the last one that I want to mention, I hear that in just a few weeks, we might have a visit from someone. Maybe somebody that wears red, and maybe somebody that says, ho, ho, ho. Santa Claus. How does that make you feel knowing that Santa's coming? Well, if Santa brings you your favorite toy or the thing that you want the most, I think our joy meter would be all the way to number 10, don't you? Oh, how exciting. But you know what, guys? We are always going to have good days, happy days, and then we're going to have days where we're not happy at all. But I want you to remember that true joy comes from Jesus. True joy is not in a bowl of ice cream. It's not in the honor roll. And true joy is not in Santa Claus. Boys and girls, true joy can only come from knowing Jesus. True joy can only come from spending time with Jesus. True joy can only come from learning from Jesus. And true joy can only come from our hearts being changed by Jesus. When you know Jesus, your joy meter, oh, boys and girls, as you learn and grow in God's love, Jesus' love, your joy meter is going to get greater and greater and greater. In fact, your joy meter is going to be all the way off the charts. Boys and girls, just remember, true joy doesn't come from things. It comes from knowing Jesus. Okay, what you think?
That was good.
That was okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.